Welcome to Photosynthesis. I'm Nessa, and these are my top 5 most difficult houseplants. This is my Calathea medallion, and it's just shivered. It shivered away. No, it shriveled away. I've cut a lot of it back, and it rotted. You know what I did? Do you want to know what I did? It was more finicky than all the other Calatheas that I've had. Even the Orbifolia, I don't know, that one's on this list today. Spoiler. A lot of them are Calathea. This just didn't like being at my house. I'm very new to this, and I've seen this in people's plant videos not to water like in the center of the plant, but I decided with this and my Orbifolias to water them directly in the center. And guess what happened? This. It was already struggling, and then when I started watering it in the center, it really rotted the plant. I wish I didn't do that. So, and I did it a lot. I kept watering it right in the center. It was just easier for me to access, and I was kind of being lazy, and I thought, what could go wrong? Like, maybe it's just with orchids that you don't water like in the middle of the plant because those are leaves. It's a little bit different, but I was wrong. And I watered right in the center, and it just started rotting and rotting and rotting. It was dry and crispy from just being itself, but when I started watering it in the center, in the middle, it started rotting, and that was bad. So I stopped doing that, and I cut it back, and I've kind of let it be, and there's new growth points, which is so exciting. So the White Fusion is my next plant, house plant. It withered away. I don't know which one was faster, the medallion or that one, but they just, man, they did not like it. I just wish I chopped off everything, cut it back, and let new growth appear, or hope that new growth would appear like the medallion, but I just threw it away. I was done. I was so frustrated. So yeah, unfortunately. I thought that was like the most beautiful plant, but boom, it withered. So I don't know which one was worse, the medallion or the White Fusion. They were both beautiful, but man. Since I'm talking about Calathea today, if you saw my past video on Orbifolia, I was doing the same thing with this and that. I couldn't really water this one in the center. I was overwatering it though, and the other I was watering in the center of the plant, and it started rotting, so I need to just hope for the best with that plant and see what happens. I don't know what got into me. What was I thinking? I don't know. But anyway, this particular plant was my first Orbifolia. It was doing the same thing as the other two. They were not, it wasn't being overwatered at first, it was just shriveling up just because that's what Calathea seem to do. They just like to shrivel up and be little drama queens. Number 4 is the Pothos. I don't remember if this is the Enjoy or the other, but both of those plants, the ones with the speckling in the white variegation, and then without the speckling, this one has speckling. No, they just withered away. They rotted away, I should say. I either overwater or underwater it, and it's just lost so many leaves. It was so beautiful when it first came, and the other one also, I was like, I'm gonna keep these forever, and they were difficult for me. I don't know what happened. I think they needed more light than I was giving them at first, and then I was giving them way too much water or something. Not sure. I'm not sure, but these were difficult for me, but they're common. Lastly, but not leastly, is the Monstera deliciosa. So I didn't water my Monstera very often, and I put it in a dark corner, and anytime I did water it, guess what happened to the leaves? They rot. They rotted. I think at first I was watering it once a month, and then I started watering it once a week and a half, but I started watering it more frequently because all the leaves were just kind of drying up and dying, but then I started watering it more often, and then the leaves were starting to rot and die, so I don't know about that plant. Not easy for me. That one's a very common one, and they seem to do well, so maybe I don't know, I brought it out, so I brought it out of the corner a little bit more, so it gets a little bit more light, but yeah, that one is very, very difficult for me, and I don't know. And that completes my top 5 most difficult common houseplants. I think these are all pretty common. So yeah, and I'm sure Calathea are also on your list. They seem to be the plants that's depending on your situation, especially if you're a new plant parent, they seem to be pretty difficult. So yeah, they're little finicky drama queens, but they're beautiful. What can I say? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you next time.